Hi, this is Beth with All Ray of Light. Blessings, everyone. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. I thought I'd do one more reading, and I just want to take a minute and say thank you to anybody new who is watching and who has subscribed. I really feel blessed that anybody would sit through one of these that I've done. There's some amazing readers and psychics out there, so thank you for taking the time to listen to me. The last reading I want to do tonight actually has to do with school openings. For the past couple of days, you may have noticed that the Trump and the Trump administration and Betsy DeVos and Pence and lots of other people have been out there pushing. We have to open up the schools. We're going to open up the schools. I mean, they're just really pushing it. Trump has said that he's going to put pressure. He may withhold funding. Betsy DeVos has said no to local school systems coming up with, not doing necessarily 5 days a week in-person schools. And they're really trying to push that these schools just need to open up. So I'm asking the guides and spirit to give us any information around this. Are the schools going to open up? Anything we need to know about that? And yeah, so I'm just going to listen for a moment and see what they want me to say. Okay, so what I'm hearing, the guides are saying this isn't going to go the way they want it to. Not as many are going to open, although they are showing me that some school systems are going to open. Okay, hold on a second. But it's going to be sparingly. Hold on. And I'm hearing local school districts aren't going to buckle under the pressure that the federal government's going to give, Trump and the federal government, and in some cases their governors. So I know, for instance, I think DeSantis in Florida has said, yep, we're doing it, we're opening up, and he's really playing hardball. Here in Texas, they're saying they want to open, but they're being a little bit more, however families want to do this, if they want to send their kids, if they don't. So they're not being as, Abbott's not being quite as hardball here. So hold on, let me see what they're saying. I'm just going to look at Florida. Is Florida schools going to open up? I'm really thinking, I'm seeing pushback. So I feel in Florida's case in particular, there may be some school districts that are like, yep, we're going to open up. But in the cities, honestly, I'm getting some pushback from some of these more places that are really getting hit bad with the C-19. It's going to be up. It's a weird image I'm getting. I'm getting like if you looked at a building that had a lot of windows and doors. For some reason, I'm seeing, I don't know, like this brightly colored building with these wonderful colors, with these windows and doors. Some of them are open, some of them are half open, some of them are like the door has got a wood thing in front of it, it's not opening. Some of them are cracked. I don't think it's going to go quite as smooth as DeSantis thinks. I know he's playing hardball, because I'm getting pushback from probably teachers unions is what I'm getting. I'm hearing lawsuits. So he's probably going to, he may get some lawsuits. And then I'm also hearing, I'm seeing like probably medical people who are going, this is insane, we can't do this in this community, our numbers are too high. It's not going to go as smooth as he thinks. And unfortunately, I'm seeing some of those where the doors open suddenly has to go shut again, or the window comes down. So, that's not a good feeling, because I feel like that means that in some areas in Florida, maybe they start going to school and then outbreaks happen, and this is not good. Hold on a second, let me listen. What about other places in the country? I'm getting a similar kind of the guys are telling me a similar thing. It is going to depend on the community. America has a very long tradition about localized school power, like the community, like school coming kind of from the community, and having the community led. In fact, in the past, there have been conservatives who are very unhappy with anything coming down from the federal government towards the local schools, and have been really angry at things like the Department of Education even existing. So now all of a sudden they want the pressure. I have to say that in Texas, I'm getting a similar image to Florida, where some people I think are going to be willing to put their kids in school and some people aren't. And it really is going to depend where part of the state this is, because in particular Texas has got big cities and it's got very rural areas. Hold on a second, let me see about outcomes here in Texas. It's not likely to be an overall success. So I feel them opening doors, slamming doors, opening doors, slamming doors. But Abbott, I feel like, is not going to be playing as hard a ball with Texans as DeSantis is trying to do in Florida. Hold on a second. Because C-19 is really spiking in this state, and they're even talking about closing down. Well, Austin may end up getting closed down again. So that's, I'm not even going to go into specifically reading that, but then let me just look all over the country. Hold on a second. I honestly do not feel governors and local communities in most states are going to be intimidated or pushed into opening simply because of Trump wanting it. Now there's probably, like, I think I'm going up maybe into Montana, probably up Montana, Wyoming, maybe the Dakotas. People are going to open in areas where they're not having as much problems. But then I go back to the cities, because the guides are showing me like a map of the U.S. California, I don't know. California, they're going to gauge. It's really, they're not going to push it. Hold on a second. Almost, well, that one, blue areas, blue states aren't going to be as much likely to do it without major planning. And that is one of the things. They've really just kind of jumped in this. There's no real planning. Trump is, the CDC is giving one set of things, and in the next day or two, Trump and them are going to come up with something else. They want to convince us that it's perfectly safe to go back, because the opening of the economy is going to be dependent on it. But I am getting it being, well, I'm seeing like a roller coaster ride of some success, but a lot of disaster. And I can guarantee, well, I guess no psychic should ever say that. They can guarantee, because we are dealing with energy, and energy is subject to change. I can say that the way the guides are showing me is just how I phrased it. There's going to be some success, but a lot of, I feel like it's going to end up spiking cases maybe in some areas that had been calmed down again. Hold on a second. And you're going to read some horrible stories about kids getting sick, bringing it back to families, school, teachers, administration, probably the support staff. The way that the guides are showing me is like they're trying to build the house back, but they don't have the foundation built. So it's like I see Trump and all of these people in the Trump administration running up with these pieces of wood to frame it, but they didn't build the foundation. The foundation is not there for this. And thus, they may get this frame semi up, but then it's going to crash. And that's what I keep getting. I get the frame the frame falling again. So, and then they put back up another thing, and then the frame falls. It's not going to be great, I think. I hate when I when I see it like this, but that's how they're showing me. Let me see if there's something else. Are they going to withhold money? There's more lawsuits. So I'm getting, it's not just Florida. I feel like there's national lawsuits, and I feel like there's lawsuits in states. If they try to withhold the funding, I feel like they're going to go to court, and this is going to go on. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. Stay safe, stay healthy, and blessings, everyone.